Postlethwaite Radio.
Postle. How do you spell Postlethwaite? We're on. Oh, sorry. Hello. 1, 2. Yeah, right. Well, hey, we've got a great welcome. My name is Pete Postlethwaite, and we're on Postlethwaite Radio. Yep. Broadcasting around about 1,000 metres now since I added a new battery pack to the broadcasting equipment. Yeah, and tonight I've got a very, very special programme for you tonight because our man in Iraq, John Davis, you might, it is the John Davis who lives just opposite the post office, who was a post office clerk there for the best part of 30 years since then he retired. Retired John Davis, that's right, who worked in the post office, who now lives next door to the post office, is actually we've sent him out as a special news reporter, that's right, reporting news, things that are happening in the world. That's what we mean by news, because a lot of people don't realise these things, and I'm the only person in the world who actually can tell people and define words and things like that and be of use to humanity. That's why this Radio Postlethwaite is so very important for the world community to tune in. That's right, I'm running out of multi-surface polish. Anyway, my mum will be back in half an hour, so I better sort of make sure we get this thing done. I've got to get the things out, put out of the freezer and put them in the microwave. Anyway, there's our man, John Davis, is in Iraq as we speak, so let's hesitate not any further and pick up the phone. There we go. Hang on a minute. Where's the phone? It's over here. Pick up the phone. There, you can hear that. Pick up the phone. Now, I'm going to ring John. Yep. Right, and we'll see what John has to say.
Hello?
Oh, hi, John. Is that you?
Yeah, of course, it's me.
So, John, obviously...
yeah, that's right. It's John here. I'm sorry, Peter, I can't hear very much. The line's a bit crackly. Can you speak up a bit?
Well, obviously, John's in Iraq, and the line's not very good at the moment, so I'll have to speak up a little bit for John. John?
Yes?
Can you hear me, John?
Yes, I can hear you, thank you. Much better now, Peter, thank you.
Right, well, John, obviously, as you're in Iraq, John,
Iraq? No, I'm not in Iraq, Peter. I'm in the post, I'm in the telephone box.
No, John. John's a bit confused. He must have been shell-shocked, caught in a bomb explosion or something. He's not... he believes himself still to be back in the village. It's heart-rending, isn't it? It's a tear in my eye. John still thinks he's back in the village in the little old telephone box opposite the post office just outside his house. But he's not, actually. He's in Iraq. So, John, our correspondent in Iraq tonight, how are you feeling?
Yeah, not too bad, actually, considering, Peter, considering all things. It's a nice day.
No, it's not, John. It's not a nice day in Iraq, is it?
No. All right, yes, no, it's not a nice day, Peter. It's a really terrible day. Yes, an awful, terrible day here in Iraq.
Thank you, John. Thank you. John's getting on a bit. His memory's not that good. Sometimes it's very difficult for him to remember things. John...
Yes, Peter. How can I help you there in the studio back at home?
He's doing grand. Well done, John. John, what can you see from your telephone position there in Iraq?
What can I see? I can see the post office, Peter.
No, John, you can't. Try to think about Iraq, John.
Oh, right, yes. There's a field.
A field full of dead people, obviously, but angry mob, UN forces, the Americans, American Air Base or something.
No, it's got cows in it, Peter. If I can see a field full of cows,
No, field full of cows. Cows, yes. Well, John, John, be very careful, because those cows could be terrorist bombers dressed as cattle.
Oh, right. They don't look like... that one's doing a big crap if he is a terrorist.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I've never seen... That's huge. I've never seen a cow release so much feces all in one go.
Right, well, that's interesting. Perhaps it's some sort of chemical weapon or something.
Well, it could be. It's certainly quite a sight. Yeah, John, there's a big field here full of cows.
Right, so it's a quite unusual occurrence. Obviously, sorry, my name's not John, you're John. I'm Peter.
Oh, sorry, Peter, yeah. Yeah, I can see there's a field obviously officer at the post office.
John obviously believes there to be a post office in Iraq. There probably is. So it's probably an Iraqi post office.
Yeah, and it's full of cows, like, yeah.
Right. Obviously, lots going on in Iraq then tonight. John? John, are you there? No. It looks like we've lost contact with John over the satellite connection. It's kind of terrible. I mean, it could have been blown up. It could have been a terrorist attack, or perhaps a stray American missile, something. But it's the line's gone dead, and we do hope that we do see John back in the village soon. Anyway, that's the end of tonight's broadcast, obviously, from Radio Postlethwaite. Just filling you in now on the news and the weather. No, we've done the news on the weather. Yeah, well, the weather is always as it is. Sunny, sometimes it rains. Kind of rain, sometimes snow, hail, storms, wind. Wind plays quite a big part in weather. Yep, as does the precipitation of water from the sea. It's by the heat of the sun, it sort of travels upwards, doesn't it? Evaporates and then turns into clouds. The clouds move over inland, and when they sort of get close to mountains and things, or there's low pressure or something like that, isn't it? It rains. So that's weather for you. And now you know, you see. So stay tuned for next week's Pete Postlethwaite signing off. Thanks for listening. Over to you at the sports desk.
Postlethwaite Radio.